No way. No way, no audio. That's why everyone got off. Is that why everyone got off? No audio for 4 minutes. I'm so stoned. All right, well, I'll just... Fuck's sake. No way, as if. I can't believe it. I've just been listening to the song for 2 times. Aitch's song. I can't believe it. Oh, did you go to the gym, you idiot? I can't believe it. I'm going to go to the gym. Don't worry, I'm going to the gym. I can't believe it. Oh, that sun is killing me. All I've done, though, in the first 4 minutes is complain about that sun. I have to, like, you don't really understand how hard this is. I'm having to, like, angle myself with the light and stuff. And I'm on my laptop, so the camera's terrible. No, listen, I can't. This is the most excited I've been about anything to do with UK rap ever in my life. In them 4 minutes of silence, which I'll have to explain, I explained that this isn't really like a live track. It's just me. It's better to be live on these than not live because it can just go straight up. I don't have to do all the uploading and stuff because I don't really know how to do all that. So it's just basically me recording my thoughts on the Aitch thing. Can I see Bobby for a sec? Okay. Bobby. Oh. Oh, shit. But then we need to get into fucking Central C and H, and that's all I'm talking about. Yeah. There's not going to be much interaction in this one. I can't believe 4 minutes of no audio. I've explained everything. I'll never be able to get back the vibing I was to that tune before. But listen, H killed it. Bro, he's killed it, mate. Killed it. Mate, it's the sick, and I don't like H. H, I would say, how am I going to sort this light out? Just shut the blinds. H, but then I think the light will be terrible. One sec. H, to me, is the worst. H, to me, oh, that's all right. That's a bit better. H, to me, is the worst UK rapper ever. Like, I cannot listen to any of his songs. Think I like I said in that thing, I think I like that Taste song because it's just catchy. And I like the one with, what's he called? With, what's his name now? AJ Tracy, that Rain, because it's catchy, but I don't like H and could never like him ever. And I was thinking about the Brits thing. I remember when it happened 2 years ago. So when H won the Brits, I didn't know it was a thing that Central C should have won them all. Anything. I didn't even think he had an album out, but H's was a proper album. You can't win. Was it? I've not even actually looked at that. Was it his mixtape that he thought should have won it? If you're gonna Central C shit himself with that mixtape and released a mixtape instead of releasing an album because he was trying to test. He is like the most perfectly manufactured superstar ever of all time. Like, it's good on him. Listen, good on him. But he tested the waters with that 23. So why would he expect to win a Brit for a fucking mix? Couldn't wait to tell everybody it was a mixtape. He didn't want it to be an album. This is his debut album. So why is he mourning about losing to that 2 years later? But I didn't really know at the time. It was only now when these beefs happen. Like I said, like I did on that video yesterday. This is just an extension of that because I've got shit to say. You don't need to stick around. It's not really a live chat. It's just me talking shit about H and fucking what's it called? H and what's his name? I'm supposed to be going to the gym. Last 3 days in a row, I've gone to the gym and not had a joint, and I've set the best numbers I've done on the treadmill, the best swims I've done. Right, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then today I thought, right, let's put it to the test, have a joint, and then go to the gym. I don't know. I'll still go to the gym though. But listen. I played this song. I'm playing it again. I love the song. Let me play the song. We need to talk about the song. So when I first heard this and did that video that I put on last night, I'd never heard 5 Star. By the way, 5 Star is a fucking big tune. Big tune on Central C's album. So I think I said on the 4 minutes, so I said it on this one. Because of this, I've listened to all Central C's albums, so I don't know. So it is going to work for him. I think he's going to. Central C is to me the Drake of the perfect. Central C to me is the Drake of this era. Yeah, like he's like of the UK rap. Like he's like, oh fucking hell, I thought I was going to be sick then. Central C is the UK version of Drake. Do you know what I mean? To me, that's what he is. He's manufactured, smart. He's smart himself, but he puts on a bit of a thing. The thing with Drake, though, apparently, like Drake, whenever Drake talks, if you see him in that, Bobby, shut up. Hit me up then. To be fair, though, I am waiting for something at the door. Let me shut this door. Good boy. Cheers. Thank you very much. That's it. So when I ordered all this, right? And when I ordered it, it said you will have to put in. Imagine of all the times, no, when I'm doing one of these, it said you'll have to put in your date of birth because I'm buying because it was scissors, a knife, scissors, and thingy set for JJ, yeah. But the knife, so I just had to give him my fucking date of birth. The guy from Royal Mail take a picture of the thing. Well, he took a picture of the thing and then sign his little fucking thing because of its age restricted. Should we do it? Should we go before we go back into this? We'll do a Temu unboxing. This is a proper live chat now. Right, hang on. Oh, this is see. Look, do you know what I mean? I'm always trying to improve the Airbnb experience. This is a new bath mat for the Airbnb, and then this is a new foot mat for the Airbnb. It's not the material I thought it was going to be. Why is that like a bath mat? Oh, I've been scammed. I've been scammed. It was supposed to be a big sturdy welcome mat, and that was supposed to. I thought that was like, do you know that, like that over there? Do you know the sturdy material that that I've been scammed? You can't have. That's not a fucking. That's not something to rub your feet on. It's fucking like wool. Oh, Temu, man. It's not always good. Right. I don't know what I'll do with that now. I've still got a thing in there, right? I ordered a poster and I thought it was like 20 quid when I moved back here. Yes, Elise. And I thought it would be like, I don't know, it was supposed to be that way, but it's weird. You can't put it that way because the things don't go. It's that way. I know you're thinking just turn it inside, but trust me, you can't. Little tracksuit. Temu's the sickest. Look at this, yeah? So, right, I wonder if I got scammed back in the day or if if I was scammed or if this is just how it should be. So, when I went to Z-Gets in 2017 and 18, yeah, 2017 and 18, both times I had a fucking Looney Tunes, do you know, from vest from the fucking thing, but it weren't like these. It said, who was on the back of that one? No, it was Jordan. That was Jordan. So I don't think it maybe was officially licensed. Because I paid about 90 quid for that, right? It was about 45 for the top and 45 to get it shipped over on eBay years ago. Fucking Temu are doing them now, fucking 8 quid. Look at that. Bugs. Yeah. That's a new festival thing, if I ever go on this year. Can't believe I didn't get Glastonbury tickets, can you believe it? Listen, this is mainly going to be about Aitch and... this is mainly about Aitch and... What's it called? Aitch and... What's it called? Central C, but fucking... What is that? But my Temu order came halfway through. This was only... And we had no audio for the first 4 minutes. What is that? Vacuum pack. What have I ordered? Do you know what? I've ordered 2 things because I got a thingy. I got a... what's it called? A deal where... Well, if you spent... It worked out better to buy an order for like 50 quid because I put loads of shit in the thing. And I use that Temu me like once every like 4 months. And every 4th month, I get like a massive crazy order. So I put things in a basket and then halved it, and it worked out well cheaper to be a little scruff and get the fucking all the deals and shit. Right, let's hang on. So which one's this that's come? I don't know what that is. What can that be? That's going to go massive when I open it as well. So I want to know what it is. Oh, this is the new rug. The new rug for the Airbnb. Oh, I'm not opening that because it'd be massive. Where will I put it? Should I just wait? But then it'll be flat there when I leave it up there tomorrow, won't it? Should I open it? I'll open it. I'll have to let it breathe. Let me get some scissors. All the listeners who listen to this afterwards are going to fucking hate it, mate. I've ended up doing a fucking Temu unboxing. If people come here to listen to Drake stuff, they're... have I said hi? Did I say hi back to Elise? Elise, yes, Elise as well. Elise and Mike, they're together. That's Mike who lost the bet. 100 quid. Upsets me that you've done them all inside, Elise. But listen, I'm supporting you. Well, not all of them inside, but a lot of them inside. I thought 5k should be on the road. Listen, I'm proud. Oh, it's going to have all that shit everywhere. It's all falling off. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, the one in there now is well better. It's thin as fuck. Oh, well. I'll just slip that. Oh, it's thin and everything. Well, I can't put that in there. Why did I think I could buy a rug from Temu? This is terrible. Yeah, 5K. Should you 5K? Yeah, 5K should be outside. What? More claws. Here claws. What's this? Oh, yeah, little finger. Now we need to get back to Central C and H. One of them, do you know what I mean? Where you're writing it and then you can delete it. They were sick back in the day. What was he called? Sketch on a Toy Story. Hang on. Anything else that's worth thinking? Oh, my things. Crocs. I didn't know they were going to be all Minions though. These bottles, yeah, I promise you. So this is good stuff, good content, right? These, the £4 from Temu, yeah, and the perfect bottle until the break, right? So I had one that I told everyone when I went to that. Me and JJ went to my mate's wedding in Paphos. This was his cup that he had, yeah. This was his bottle. His, when you just put juice in it and that and go about, and or water, whatever. It was perfect, and I told everyone it's perfect. But then he threw it off the balcony. Like, what more can you, like, you can't expect the cup to survive falling off the balcony. So obviously it broke. So I bought it again, and it was fine. But then I left it in the barber's. He came to the barber's where I got my haircut like last week Wednesday, I think. And I left fucking hell, a month ago on a Wednesday. Anyway, ages ago on a Wednesday, and I left it there. I can't remember when it was. A long time ago, and I left it there. So that's not the cup's fault either. This is the third one from there. They're obviously a bit like, the colours are a bit shit. You can't really get good colours, but they're sick. In terms of just practicality, the best cup on the market. And I've tried them all. He's got a new little hat. He's got all kid shit off it. Get his hat now. That's his hat. He'll never, ever keep a hat on in his life. He hates them. Anything else? What's this? This is the last thing. No, it's not. Not even the last thing. What's this? Oh, this is what I had to. This is why I had to sign for the ID. So, obviously, other adults will know. Kids get to a certain stage where the plastic things aren't enough because they're eating full food. They're eating just like normal food, like what adults eat, but in smaller portions. And the plastic ones are just too thingy. They're just too, what's it called? Too, like, not hard enough to get into the food. They're shit, they're terrible. So they can't pick food up with plastic things. So you need stainless steel. But then I find the other ones are too big for him. So, like, he's like, you know what I mean? It's a big long thing because I like a bigger thingy fork and spoon and that because obviously how much each. So I bought these and the stainless steel. But look, he's obsessed with dinosaurs, literally obsessed with dinosaurs. And they've got all 3 different little dinosaurs on the bottom of them. How sick are these? Get on Temu. As if the fucking 4 people watching this don't know what Temu is. But they're sick. Look, little dinosaurs on them, and you'll be able to pick up all this stuff with it, like properly pick it up because they're firm. That's what I have to fucking give my ID and everything for. And then what's in this box? This is the last thing. Oh, I've been done again, but that's not a scam. I just didn't look at. Oh, I thought it'd be a good bottle for the gym. I didn't think of the size. That's my fault. I wouldn't have looked. Would have ordered all this. Well, there's absolutely no doubt I would have ordered every single bit of this stone. But it's a good little haul, that. Except that rug. And I think the rug was the most expensive thing. What am I going to do with that? Maybe I don't know. Maybe wrap it round. So the rug in there is fine, but because it's an Airbnb and then I allow pets, because obviously it gets fucking, it's like mad, it's filthy. So maybe I could wrap. How could I do that? Could I wrap that rug with this? Is that something you could do? Imagine that. It's about twice the size. I'm going to look into that. Right, let me get rid of all this shit. And then we can go back to Aitch and Central C because that's all I want to talk about. That's all that's going to consume my life. I bet you I'll listen to loads of Central C now. I don't think I'm on his side in it, but I don't think he's going to come back. I don't think he's going to say anything else. Leave it all there. Look what the stuff I'm surrounded by now. You can't see just off shot. I've literally, the whole island in my kitchen now is just full of stuff. Right, let's go back to the tune. Right, sorry for the unboxing. Let's go. Right, it's crazy. Oh, and I still, for this one, I'm supposed to be talking about, I'm just using the fucking thingy on there. It's not the best camera, but I needed my phone. But what I've worked out is it's not terrible during the day, but at night it's terrible, so it'll do. But I still need to I've got like all the contract things, Trent's contracts and stuff, So the last, I got about maybe a month ago, I don't know, whenever it was, whenever the rumor got leaked by Trent. So every time someone mentions me on Twitter, I get sent it by about 100 people. Yeah, right. I get every time. I don't need to see them because I'm not on Twitter, but I get sent them all the time by people, right? And I'm not hating on it because sometimes I want to be sent them, but sometimes I also think if I wanted to see what's on Twitter, I would be on Twitter. But anyway, so someone said, think Josh will be about Trent's contract, smashing something about Trent, mate. I am. Yes, Paddy's here. Yes, Paddy. Oh, you've missed nothing. The first 4 minutes, mate, I didn't even realise, no audio, nothing. No sound. I got into it. I explained to everyone it's not even really a live chat. It's just me wanting to record something about Aitch and Central C because I'm obsessed with it already. And it's ended up being a live chat. And you've missed. Do you know what you've missed, Paddy? Look at all this. I can show you a bit of it. This is all next to me. You've missed a Temu unboxing as we were live. The fucking Temu order came. We're talking big stacks here, mate. Look at all the stuff we ordered, bro. You missed the whole Temu unboxing, but it's only half the order. Maybe I'll unbox the order, not live. I need to start doing more like non-live. I'm gonna document this whole beef. But I don't know if Central C is gonna come back. Just imagine for a second, right? This guy is the hottest rapper on the planet at the minute. Well, he's not, obviously not in America, but in the UK. But he is, in terms of just being a hot rapper, take Kendrick and Drake away from the beef. He probably is one of the hottest rappers in the thing here. He isn't going to reply. I know, Mike. So last night when I was like listening to it and it was all thingy, I was like, oh my God, this is sick. I don't think they're going to let him reply though to drop that on his album. But I think so. Did you see that he's doing a bundle thing with Cortez? Well, yeah, if you back, you can get Cortez things, but it comes with an album, so it's going to boost his album sales. Yeah, and he's doing so, and they obviously released it on a Friday, so they're going for, and I'm guessing they'll have all the streaming farms and everything because he's like that. He's with that label in it. So they're going for the biggest first week sales because that's what everyone, even me, I care about that. I care about first week sales. I always think an album, it can do whatever. If it's something that what's it called? Excuse me, when the box blew up and the album was already out and then it blew the album out. Do you know what I mean? That's different. But I always think if an album gets terrible bad first weeks, it's unusual it's ever going to be a hit album, yeah. And they want him to have that because that's all his thing is, isn't it? Like he says at the end of it. That's why that song, and it's the same as Euphoria, is so good. Like I said in thingy on that video last night, because what they're saying, you believe it. This is what we've all been thinking. Everything that Kendrick says about Drake and Euphoria is what we all have thought about Drake the whole time he was coming up. All the people who have a clue about rap and that, it's what we all thought about Drake. And obviously now I like him because I feel like I just don't care. I'm not like as angry as I used to be. So now I just like listening to Drake because he makes fucking pop tunes that I can listen to in the car and pop my head. And that's what Central C is going to be, I think, for you. That's why upon no wonder they fucking linked up and that and made mates. Just fucking said that. I don't think his label going to let him, but he has had, look, I think how long it's been drawn out for him to have his debut album, and he's massive, bro. He's massive. I remember, get this, yeah, and it's a weird thing to remember. I swear, anybody in my family's life, right, yeah. When he did that song, with Fredo, that it's, what's it called now? It's them and Stay Free, Get Lizzie. What's it called? If It's Good. Anyway, that tune, when he did that, I remember, just my little weird brain to look at, when they dropped it, Central C had 975,000 Instagram thingies because Fredo had 1.2, and I just remember thinking, I can't believe he's not even got 1 million followers yet, Central C. When was that dropped? I promise you, at that time when that song came out, but hang on, when that song came out, he had 975,000 followers on Instagram, and he's on like 14 million now. And no UK rappers are anywhere close to that. Like Stormzy and Dave have crazy commercial success in England because he's not had anywhere near the success they've had commercially, like album sales and that. And even this one, I think it's going to do really well, especially with this and everything else. Because I didn't listen to 5 Stars before. I didn't listen to the reply from Aitch until I didn't listen to 5 Stars till after I'd listened to Aitch's thing. So even that the younger one, like it's even sicker now that I've listened to 5 Star, but it even surprised me that Aitch is younger. I would have thought Aitch is older than Central C, but you can't ever think you accuse Aitch being a fucking label industry plant though. But Central C, I know people say, oh, everyone knows him because he's been for ages, but he did completely different music. So that's the same as like what Post Malone was. Post Malone was doing his own thing and was a loser trying to be like some funny country singer until a label got hold of him and said, look, what we can make you be into if you just do this. And fucking look what the thing was. Everyone got rich. His label gets crazy rich. He gets crazy rich. Well, there's no loser. It's the same as fucking Central C. But imagine some heads at the label when they've released his album. People have been asking for this album for ages. When's he going to release his debut album? Not released. I'm glad we're back on this, by the way. This is what we should be talking about. When's he going to release his debut album? It's been long overdrawn. It took him ages to sign a record deal, made his own label, all this, obviously, because I'm obsessed with music, especially rap. And then now there's a beef, and I was up fucking last night looking at everything. So obviously it's been, but I already knew about the people wanting Central C to drop and him not having like a proper record deal until recently, and how big it was going to be. So, and then fucking this happens on the day, and he's obviously going to want to reply. It's like, so like when I say about Drake. But then again, I think, is it not a setup? Because why? Surely he must know. Aitch is doing nothing in music nowadays. Like, literally, look at the last songs he releases and stuff, and look at the people he's working with, and look how bad he's. Like, he'll never have a good. Aitch is the only person that can benefit from this is Aitch. Like, Central C album can get more fingers, but it was already going to do very well. I know it will do well even more from it, but like Aitch is going from down here, multi-millionaire. Smashed it, but obviously we all know in rap, you're hot one day and you're not the next. That's why Kendrick Lamar's fucking literally the hottest he's ever going to be. He knew straight away, get a rushed album out. It doesn't matter because he might not be this hot in 2 years. The new world we have, attention spans are. I'm part of that. I like things for a year and then don't like it again. I don't think his label are going to let him reply. Like, I don't think, why would they let him reply? You wouldn't reply to that, but it's that bad that you should have to reply. He's even uses his ad-libs in it. And then the end bit, I didn't even play the tune because you missed it. When I was getting into the tune, should we play the tune again? I'm putting it on now. I've still not played it because the first 4 minutes, was it 4 minutes or 6 minutes when there was no audio? I played it and I kept stopping it and going like, I'll have to cut it out. Everyone's going to think there's no audio for the whole thing. Right, let's put it on.
Contenders jumping a boot for something to do. So they bring straight back to the end with a little bit of stop playing.
It is sick.
Around with all of your helpers looking like Elvis, funny and true. You got more money than all of your elders looking for me. I'm younger than you.
Unks. Unks. I bet he's been waiting to be able to call someone Unks. Since Unks has been popularised in the UK because we steal everything from America. I bet he's been waiting to be able to call someone Unks and it'd be like relevant all his life, mate. Unks. I would never have said he was younger than Central C, but he is. And straight away, I'm on, because bear in mind, this is again like Kendrick and Drake, yeah. When Kendrick and Drake went at each other at the very start, when Kendrick shot for Drake, I hated Drake and would say I was a little bit of a fan. I liked a few songs from Kendrick and I liked Kendrick a little bit, and I've seen him live a couple of times and I like him. Hated Drake. Same with this. Aitch, I hate Aitch. He's terrible. I went to his fucking pool party in Cavos because it was free because we were staying at the hotel and the owner's the fucking soundest guy in the world. And it was fucking terrible as well. And he is terrible. I don't like the Manc accent in raps. I don't really like either like any accents in rap. I'm not there other than Cop that because he's my mate and he actually, that Louvre is the sickest tune ever. I don't really even like Scouse accents in raps or anything. I don't really like any accents in rap. That's why I probably couldn't get into UK rap. It took me, even then I'm not really into it, but it took me forever. I suppose American accents, but that's what I grew up on. I grew up on American accents as a rapper, so that's not an accent. Then again, I do have the Southern Scouse, and yeah, it does, done it. Terrible, Mike. I get there's a market for it, and I'm glad because then they can all make money, but I don't really listen to Scouse or Manc rappers. It's just not my thing. American rap is obviously my thing, and then, so anyway, Aitch drops this, but then that Clint, I've never been able to have that Clint, mate. That Clint is a fucking idiot. Obviously, he's not an idiot. He's a multi-millionaire, got a thingy clothing brand, but people like him, you think, do you know, like where there's some people where they've got it from nothing and you think, yes, like he was obviously somewhere, because he's been on Twitter for years, he was fucking rich, family whole. I only really listen to Kano and everything else is American. Yeah, Kano's my favourite UK rapper of all time, without question. He's the one I was seeing live before UK rap was even big, and then since UK rap, if he ever tours, I'll see him. Kano is by far the best as well, and he's the only one as well, I think, in the UK rap who's got like a genuine, full-on, like, unbelievable album. Which I'm literally just saying that and I can't remember the name of it. Hey, how mad's this year for the first time? But yesterday it wasn't so. Yesterday, I did a fucking music video in the front room where there should be music, and it was fucking UFC and fighting. And then today, finally, the music. See, listen, look, J. Cole, I'm big into my music, just as much as I'm my films and everything else. Music is everything. This is going to be sick. But I think what I think he might do, Mike, is I think he might wait a week. I think he might get all the first numbers, just keep it quiet, and then he'll come, because he surely wouldn't put that in about Aitch on his album, knowing that, because what's Aitch got to lose? Of course, Aitch is going to diss Central C, and he's big enough where it's relevant, where we're all talking about. I'm obsessed with it already. So he can't, I don't feel like he can ignore it, because they'll always be in the same rooms and stuff. And I'm guessing this fucking album's going to win the Brit next year, and Aitch will still won't want to not go. That album though, it's made me listen to the album, and like I said, I hadn't even heard 5 Star before I'd heard this, and it's made me listen to the album. I already had Band for Bands on the playlist. It's not the best song. The one though, that fucking, let me tell you, man, that song with Little Durk is terrible. Because I don't monetize these, can I? See, I feel like if you play Drake on these, this is another reason why he's the soundest guy alive. You never get the copyright things where you get a little warning thing saying that you're not going to get any money from it. But there's other people who do. When I've started videos with tunes, it's not a strike, but you get it's a hard warning where you get a thing saying like you've played it, but we know you've not monetized it, but you can't be asked having them. You don't want them on your account. But Drake never does that. Or I know it's not him personally looking through, but his team don't do it because they know, let us not make any money in peace. But I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Aitch why would Aitch not shoot for Central C, mate? He's fucking so he's goaded him in when his album's released. So either. And I feel like he's too smart for that, and his label are too smart for that. Why would they let him? They would say, "Don't put that song on." Surely, the 5 Stars, the best fucking song on the album, though. So how could you take it off? But surely they don't want this. And because you've got to know if Aitch has done that. Think about these, how big it is when you start fucking battling people in the public, rapping with them, right, making songs that are out there forever. And this will be like the Kendrick and thing. You must have stuff saved up for a few songs. You don't just blow everything on your first song. And he never really said anything. Things he said in there was just stuff that we think you manufactured. People write your songs for us. This is all stuff we all think and know anyway about Central C. But like, and now I like Drake. I like Central C as well because he just makes music that people want to listen to, doesn't it? I think seen on one of the comments saying Central C makes music for people with Get Up and Go or something. I can't remember what it was, but I ain't got Get Up and Go. And anyone else hasn't. And someone think all the people in the comments on where I've heard the Instagram thing for this, where I first heard the reel for it, was like saying, yeah. It's just music you want, easy music to listen to. Like, become a character, make music, same as Drake, make music people want to listen to, and you're going to be a superstar. I don't know if you'll answer back. Oh, no, the thing we went. So, I've just realised because I've fucking looked at my phone, the fucking Trent thing. So, yeah, I was saying, I do go straight from that to Trent, but listen. I was saying for ages, the next time I do a live chat, I'm going to say about Trent. No, I would, because someone said he'll be smashing up his house or something. It was that fucking retard, that the kid, it wasn't Mikey, the other one. What's the other one called? I've not had it sent to me in ages. It was fucking ages ago. He's the Everton fan, you know what I mean? Anyway, him. And he, what's his name? It's a girl's name, isn't it? Him anyway. So, what is his name? That's annoying me. One sec. How would I find the thing? It'll be on my WhatsApp somewhere, but it doesn't matter because I'll spend ages finding it then probably won't get into it. Nah, not fucking hell. If I was going to say bonk, I'd have gone the disabled Everton fan. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Robson. That's my next door neighbour. No, obviously with bonk, mate, I would have gone the disabled Everton fan. I can't think of his name, and you'd have all gone bonk. I wouldn't have been going around the houses like that. Fucking hell, it's easy to identify fucking bonk, innit, mate? But I'm going to forget bonk's name. The fucking timid, weird guy. What's he called? I can't remember. Ugly guy, and he like harasses girls all the time, messages girls weird stuff all the time. I can't remember his name anyway. But I don't understand why it's not coming to me. He said like I'll be smashing my house up or something. I've been getting abuse from all my mates. Hey mate, who cares if fucking Trent goes? First of all, who cares from us? And first of all, why would you not go if you was Trent? Yeah, it's K, that's it, Mike. Him with the big clock. What's he called? The big clock. Oh my God, now you've said clock. Morgan. Now you've said Morgan. Yeah, that Morgan kid. He said something about smashing my house up or something because fucking Trent was leaving. Has anyone spoke? This is where Twitter never used to know anything about my life. Anyone spoke to me? I say, who would blame Trent for going to Real Madrid? First of all, Slot doesn't rate Trent at all. Doesn't rate him. Hasn't rated him from the start. Who would? If you are like Klopp or you are Real Madrid, who Real Madrid get attacked by about 5 teams a year, so it doesn't really. Where Carragher says, the Real Madrid not care about defending. It's a bit disingenuous because obviously they do care about defending, but they also don't have to defend a lot, really, because most teams don't attack Real Madrid in La Liga. They don't attack them in the Spanish clubs. They get attacked in Europe by probably 50% of the games they play. Do you know what I mean? Even like if we beat them and we weren't all out attack, like even Liverpool are not all out attacking against Real Madrid. So they're not. It is a thing where you can go to Real Madrid as a worst defender and get away with it. Look at fucking players like Marcelo, mate, won everything, and he was not a good defensive left back. So even Sergio Ramos couldn't defend a fucking lick, but because he was Sergio Ramos, he was cool, he was marketable, and he was aggressive and everything, and a good leader. He won everything with fucking Spain and Madrid. So, so Trent can go to Madrid and do big things, yeah. And literally, yeah, if anyone has looked at Trent and the way he is and the way he's on TV, and he said there was a thing, there was 5 dinner guests, yeah, dead or alive. 5 dinner guests, dead or alive. So that is anyone that has ever existed on the planet in human race who you could have sit down with. Yeah, I've seen this with Chunks, or maybe that wasn't. I think it was Chunks, and one of them was Cristiano Ronaldo. So you think this guy, it doesn't matter if it's just. I got told a famous thing once by a scout who was telling me I'm not as bad as people think, right? Yeah, and he was telling me. I don't agree. I guess I don't agree with the sentiment, but he said to me, just because you were born in Liverpool doesn't make you a Scouser. That's what he said about other Scousers, yeah. That is Trent to a teammate. His brothers make his brother, no one's going to tell his brother to do, because his brothers make thousands toting Liverpool tickets, mate, to anybody they can. And I've done for years. Do you know what I mean? He wears fleurs. He wore fucking dungarees to the F1, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like this, he's not going to stay at Liverpool. Who remembers when we drew with Chelsea? Was it 1-1 or 0-0? And on the train on the way home, I was saying to everyone, Trent's going to go to Man City. When Kyle Walker starts dying out, it's not ended up happening, but I said Trent's going to go to Man City. That's well worse than going to Madrid. That's how little loyalty I thought he had for Liverpool. I thought he would go to Madrid. I thought he'd go to City. I thought he would go to City under Pep, win everything, and we'd hate him, but everyone else would love him because the whole country really does hate Liverpool, and Liverpool fans and Scousers anyway. So his brother got blacklisted for the club touting for that. Exactly. So there you go. Mike's got loads of money as well, so me and him can get a suit together now. It's on the. His brother got blacklisted by the club for touting for like 18 months. Exactly. Everyone knows the brothers are touts. And if you're in, right, break it down seriously. If you were in, why would you not go to Real Madrid? Of course you'd go to Real Madrid. You're going to go and live in Spain instead of living in fucking Liverpool. Or anywhere in the UK. Liverpool, I'd rather live in where people go, they went to London, because, well, I suppose if you live in the nice parts of London, when you walk around, yeah, I guess that. You'd like to live in London, even in the nice parts of Liverpool, like, but he's going to live in Spain. It's fucking Spain. Do you know what I mean? It's not, he's going to live in the nicest parts of Spain. And wherever the nicest part of Madrid is, he's going to live there, yeah. Making silly money. He's going to get a signing on fee, because obviously, Madrid are not paying a fee for him, so he's probably going to get about 10, 15, 20, maybe not 20, but at least 10, 15 million up front in his bank off Madrid just for signing for them because he's a free year. His wages are going to double. He's going to win everything twice. It's not like he's going there as well, like the only English person. Like, remember when Beckham went there and he was the only English person for a bit, and then I think Owen went. There's already his best little bum boy mate there, Bellingham, in the squad, settled, a big component of it. So he's going to go straight in, be with the boys and everything at Madrid, or you can come and fucking stay at Liverpool for a team who, I know we're flying right now, but owners have proven over the years they will never spend to match the ambition of the other clubs. You think if Chelsea keep staying ambitious and spending money, they won't just overtake us if we just keep staying still every summer? Because we do stay still every summer. You think money will win out in the end eventually? Chelsea are going to keep spending. City will always spend. City have just had 3 bad months and they spent 100 million in January. 3 bad months. Doing a match watch along. No way. Fuck you, Clem, actually. No, I'm doing nothing for you, Clem. Me and Clem are at a full all-out war, you know. I thought there was a little bit, and then we went to Hamburg. Best time ever. And I thought, Clem is the best person ever. I love him. And then he just does nasty things to me, bro. Kirby Madrid. Don't start. Clem, you've been back. Clem, you come to Marrakesh for my birthday. There you go. There you go. I've just broke bread with Clem. You come to Marrakesh for my birthday. Snap, no way. Shut up, Clem. You brought my fucking train of thought as well. And so why would you not go to Madrid? And Slot doesn't fancy him as well. So Slot wouldn't give a come, Clem, I want you to come. Let's break bread. Invite, book your flights right now. There's no group chat yet, but when he was in one, I'll get you in it. Look at us. Look at what all you have to do is come in here, mate, and we'll break bread. Get me when I'm stoned and we can be best friends. Why would you not go? But yes, are you gonna come? Are you gonna come, Clem? Yes, lad. But anyway, ignoring all, anyone can come to this, by the way. It's an open invitation. Marrakesh for my birthday. Message me if you want to come. I mean, he's on it now. Is that you? Clem's the 10th person. We're going to have the biggest. We're going to book the more people that come, the bigger the gaff. We're going to book the biggest, most expensive gaff that Marrakesh can split between 20 people. It's going to cost us £15 each, I reckon, for 3 nights. It's going to be the sickest. What was I talking about? It's important that I get my opinion. I've missed, again, all my notes for episode 32 were, I can't believe no sound for the first 5 minutes of this. And I've still not finished Aitch's tune. Will I go to the gym, though? I'm making sure I go to the gym. Why am I looking on the wrong thing? Misfits. I've not spoken about the fact that I went to a Misfits card. It's the worst thing ever. I need to finish the Trent thing. Yeah, so anyway, the owners, I'll wrap the Trent thing up very quickly. The owners are never going to spend, it's always going to be like this while they're in charge, where we'll have a good little year and then we'll fall off because they don't capitalise on the good year. They never spend, blah, blah, blah. We'll never be. Their model means you will never succeed. It was the teams that succeeded are the ones that spent all the time, like United did all through the 90s and 2000s, like what City do now, like what Chelsea did when Chelsea had Abramovich. That's how you dominate. No one likes to admit it, but I know Arsenal brought the mold a bit, but even they spent a lot of money. Think about the players they paid a lot of money for. So I know a lot of people don't like to admit it, but money wins out in football in the end, yeah. And so why would you, as Trent, sign? This contract's going to be your biggest contract of your life ever. Why would you waste it at Liverpool, knowing that I could probably put the blinds open. That's just fine. Knowing that whenever ever, really, you're never going to compete consistently every year on year at Liverpool. Second Trent more than fucking Dungarees to Monaco. It was gone. I said that. Dungarees at the F1. Crazy, isn't it? And people thought he was just like a staunch scouser like Gerrard or Carragher, where he'd never go anywhere. Even Carragher had his head turned a little bit, and he would you see Gerrard? Sorry, had his head turned a little bit, and Gerrard would not wear dungarees at the F1. But yeah, I don't see what and Slot as well. Obviously Trent's a good player, and he's a technically a good player, so he'll know about what he'll be able to spot a good manager as well. He won't be having Slot either. That's probably why Slot don't fancy Trent, because Trent's smart. That's why he's going to Madrid for free and going to get a fucking 15 million in his bank. He's going to be on 200 grand a week. He's going to be winning everything with his mate Jude. He's going to play for Madrid, so his sponsorship and commercials are going to go through the roof. No one who plays for Madrid will ever not start every game for England. England will make sure they fucking find a manager who will play. It will be said, Trent and Bellingham, these two are the most marketable English stars by a million miles. Two black, not two black were like the controversial, but two nice black lads that play for Real Madrid and are English, that we can thrust everywhere to be this big, massive powerhouse. They will play. Trent's England career will change when he goes to Madrid. Why would you not go to Madrid? Why would you stay at Liverpool? I'd go to Madrid. You'd go to Madrid. The only people who wouldn't go to Madrid are the proper Scousers. That's why they will never see it the same as us with this one. That's what I was saying about the league. Did I say about the league? I can't believe I did a live chat and didn't get onto any of this. We didn't speak about nothing. We spoke about fixing my phone for fucking 40 minutes when nobody cared. And this camera, I could have just done it on this camera and none of that would have to happen. But this camera was unworkable at the time, literally unworkable. Right, well, that will get off the Trent thing. There's no award show. No one cares about awards on the 25th of January, do they, about 2024. The only other thing I had Misfits, Trump, UFC 311, but we've been on for 45 minutes and it's fucking Saturday morning. Christmas Day as well. Do you know how many times on here, over this, and especially would have been like, because I only did one in December and it wasn't Christmassy really. But maybe like 2 years ago when I was the Christmas before when I was actually doing these regularly and not just once a month. I said at Christmas, I could never think of anything worse than going out for Christmas dinner yet, and we went out for Christmas dinner. So I woke up at mine. Did I say at mum and dad's with JJ? I said at mine. No, we stayed at mine. Me and JJ stayed at mine, Christmas Eve. Woke up here. He opens his presents with me. We go to my mum's. Pick up my mum and dad. Nah. Convoy my mum and dad to the restaurant and go and fucking have Christmas dinner out. It was. I've always said all my life, I couldn't stress it more how much I could never think of anything worse ever in history than going out to eat on Christmas dinner. On Christmas Day, I couldn't think of anything worse, and we did it. And I know my mum likes it because it meant she never had to do all Christmas dinner. But we've said now I have put my foot down and said, listen, from now on and in eternity, because of where everyone lives, and obviously I'm moving back to Finger, Birkenhead, my house is now the Christmas Day hub. Everyone comes to my house. I'll cook the tea with Becky's fella. He's a chef, like a proper chef, like six chefs. So I'll just be his little muppet who helps out. He'll cook it basically. I'll buy it all. That's what I mean essentially. And everyone comes around. That's why I'm fucking. And can you believe this? Yeah. So I always said, while the band's on, I'll never go. I don't go to the English away games because why would I go to sit in a pub? When I go to the European ones, I love sitting in the pub. It's enjoyable. It's the worst part of going to the game. 1,000,000% has always in the European aways has always been being in the ground. The fucking how horrible it is, how cold it can be, and how like not being able to get a bevy for years. Maybe I've got PTSD from not being able to get a bevy for fucking all my adult supporting life watching Liverpool in Europe, and you go to the ground and you fucking can't get a drink, and you're for 5 hours because you got to get there early to get in, and then you get locked in. You're playing Maribor, who've got no beef with no one, and you get locked in for an hour. We didn't. We got off for Maribor on 55 minutes and missed about fucking 4 goals. But like, I hate going to the ground. No, I don't need to go to the ground, but I never used to do it. I would say I would never do it in the thingy, but I've got Josh, bro, where you been? Barry Bullshit. Who's that? Yes, Barry Bullshit. I've been about, mate. That's me. I'm Barry Bullshit. And but for Tottenham, I've got a mate who lives near the ground, so I thought, fuck it, I'll go up, enjoy the car journey up there. All my mates going to the ground. I'll go to my mates and watch it. My mates lives right near the ground, so I went to my mates, watched it with my mate. I've not seen him in years. Not seen him since before COVID. He's a Tottenham fan. Watched the game, and then boom, came back home with all my mates. Perfect day. But I won't probably do it many ways, but with that one, it worked well. So, what was the whole point of that? Yeah, so on the way, this is what the whole point was that. So, on the way to Tottenham, I'm DJing. Obviously, I am the DJ. Any car I get in, because I am the best DJ. Everyone knows that. My music taste is impeccable. And so my phone's connected to the big thing in the middle. Comes up, new house estate agent. I'm like, but they don't know what I know and how badly this has been going. The fucking buying of this house, yeah. Boom, house falls through. But I knew it was going to fall through. So I ignored it. I said, no, I'll deal with it tomorrow. They're going, and then they ring again. And they're all the back of the car. Reese, Kieran, who was in here before, but I think he's got off. All go, oh, answer it. And now I'm thinking, no, I don't want him. Boom, answer it. Get the news, the house just fell through that we're buying. I'm like, are you taking the piss? My fucking head falls off. Obviously, the next hour was terrible. And do you know what? I owe Reese an apology. I was meant to text him, but Reese never replied. Like, you text Reese on WhatsApp, and it just sometimes, because he's so bad at replying, you don't send things like this. But I should have owed Reese an apology because he was going, oh, don't worry, bro. Like, these things happen for a reason, and there'll be other houses. And I'm thinking, mate, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't say it. I'm just sat there fucking having the worst time ever for an hour. But I'm thinking, mate, shut up. And then it's worked out. Couldn't have worked out better. I know I lost a bit, well, quite a lot buying that house, but it's worked out well better because all houses get devalued when it comes to if you sell. I chose to be selling a house and buying a house at the worst time possible. Yeah. So if you sell a house after all the kids have gone back to school, it's the worst time. All the houses prices are highest before kids go back to school. Yeah. But then estate agents come and give you the based on them prices, and valuer comes and devalues your house. It happens all the time this time of the year. Yeah. So the house I was buying got devalued. The house I was selling got devalued. So, but the person who was buying the house that I was selling was 100% at it, 1,000,000%. I knew they were at it, yeah, when they were saying they could only afford to pay a certain price. But I was desperate to get this house, yeah. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever, have it for that price. Got myself fucking down. And then that one fell through, and it was the best. That was the only saving grace about when the house that I bought fell through, because it was terrible. It got devalued by 24 grand by the lender, and then I got a home buyers on it, level 2, and it was fucked. But I said to anyone who'd listened at the time, no one had lived in the house for 10 years. I might have even said it on the Drona live chat because the offer was in by then. I think I did. I said, so it might be full of mold and stuff. And it came back, it needs a new chimney. The roof needs looking at. The loft that they've got converted like years and years ago, like talking like 15 years ago, hadn't really been done legally at the time or properly. So it was like fucked up with like a waiting to fall off. They got hold of this house and redecorated it all, put paneling everywhere. And the panel, because I'd had the offer accepted in November, when it got to when my home buyers was, which was the 23rd of December, it would have been probably worse if I'd waited till after January. Because I didn't rush it because it was ready to go, but I wanted to get in as quick as possible after January, because I know December's a terrible month for buying houses, because solicitors and estate agents don't fucking work really in December. They just basically take it all off. So I was like desperate, like, yeah, get everything done as quick as I can. If I can get anything done in December, get it done in December. Yeah, so I got the home buyers done, and the house is fucked. So I had to pull out of the house, and then I've ended up finding a fucking not probably same bedrooms, 4-bed, but like probably a bit smaller in terms of all the rooms. Location's still perfect. Everything's perfect, yeah, with this house. And it's and the offer I've had accepted is 35 grand less. 35 grand less than what I just accepted on this other that I had accepted on this house. And the other house was fucked. Obviously, it had been devalued and everything in the end. So things do happen for a reason, and Reese was right, and it was perfect. It actually worked out fucking perfect. It's like, well, so far, maybe I've spoken that everything's going to go bad again, but so far it's good. Right. Last thing I'm going to do is talk about this Misfits card, yeah, because I still want to fucking one day get on a Misfits card, and I'm looking at some of them on the Misfits cards thinking, 2026, Christmas 2026, if there's a Misfits card, if they've still somehow got that deal with the Zone. In it, right, I can understand. Listen, one thing I'll say to him is it was busy. It was 1,000,000% busier than fucking Barbo's at Catterall versus Prograde in the Co-op Arena, a million times, because they sold out the whole bottom tier. Whole bottom tier was sold out, yeah. And it was 1,000,000 times busier than so we got good tickets and shit tickets, and then sold when the good tickets. We maybe hoping we could get money on the good tickets. When the good tickets fucking fingered, when Fury pulled out, we refunded the good tickets, kept the shit tickets, went. And I knew this is why nobody was mourning about where everyone was sat, because nobody should have been up there. They closed the top tier, but they sold the whole bottom tier out. Catterall versus fucking Prograde did not sell the bottom tier of the Co-op Arena out. It was loud, it was live. Lemon Till was fighting, it was loud in there. But it's the worst. The standard of boxing is the worst thing you'll ever watch in all your life. And what you don't expect for it when you get in there. I was there, my mate Lloyd, we've been to a bottomless brunch. We were fucking going around Manchester day drinking. Went to one of the sickest gaffs ever. So I used to love it when it was dive bar. And I'd been to it when it was in between dive bar and MQ64. And now it's NQ64. It's a fucking bar in Manchester. I'm guessing some people have been, where it's just arcades and shit. It had a fucking FIFA Korea World Cup. And I chose Scotland. Lloyd chose France and beat me 4-1. I forgot how bad pace was on them games. Fucking Scotland version. Why would I do that? And it kills me to lose anything like that. So as well, so even put a down on for like that 20 minutes, and I set myself up to fail. Sick in there, you know. They had everything, every arcade game you can think of. And so the girl behind the bar, she was proper sound, but this guy, he wasn't meaning to be awkward, but he was super awkward ordering his drinks. And me and Lloyd like took the girl's side on him or over his, but publicly, so like she didn't feel terrible, and he didn't feel terrible, but like. Didn't feel like he was being a bit of a dickhead when he was being a bit of a dickhead, I suppose. But no, he'd be more awkward than anything because he was pissed at his head. So then when we got our drinks, was like, so how much is it for tokens? She's like, it's 20 quid for for so many tokens, which will last you all the time you're in here. Trust me, don't buy more. And then was like, all right, yeah. And she went, actually, do you know what? And got them and said, these are on the house to me and Lloyd because we're fucking good guys. You know what I mean? And no, I don't need to say that. But it wasn't a flirting thing. Believe me, it was a gothic place that we was in. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a flirty thing. We were just being nice people. Who scored? Who scored? Oh, I've got the thing. Who scored? I'll tell you who scored. Wijnaldum. Because the championship game was freezing on me. My skybox was freezing. I thought, but I need something on in there in the background. Otherwise, it's weird. It's quiet. And plus, with Bobby, he barks at everything because I live on a main road. And I just put Liverpool versus Barcelona on. Someone scored. Fucking Wijnaldum's just scored. So she was I'm not reading that out, and luckily I finished it. Right, yeah. So, and there's kids in there, rammed with kids, because they love KSI, and they know KSI announces he's going to be there. I'll be at the show, and they love him. I watched that Wayne Bridge thing live, and I was thinking, and people in there were lapping it up. The audience were lapping it up. So the guy next to me, I sat next to some kid, Scouse kid. I was pissed, so maybe my finger was off, but I think he was definitely was a Scouser. Him, his mate, and the two birds that I think they're off the kid's birds. Soundest kid ever. But he said at the end of the till fight, that was sick, because I said, that was a terrible fight. And he was like, that was sick, what are you on about? And he was like, proper said it was sick. And I was thinking, nah, I don't remember that being sick. And he was like, I said, are you into boxing properly? Do you like boxing? It'd probably be by me. Probably sounded a bit like I was being a bit fucking condescending to him. And he was like, yeah. But sometimes if you ask someone if they like boxing and they say, yeah. But if you went deep, I didn't ask him, but if you went deep and said, like, who's your favorite fighter? They'll say like Mike Tyson or something. Do you know what I mean? Just say it. Or Anthony Joshua. I didn't go that deep. He said he liked him. He was into boxing. So I went out next time I was on the treadmill, which a couple of days later on the Monday. I watched it, and it's the worst fight ever. It is literally just Darren Till beating the fuck, right? Beating him black and blue, beating what's he called up. That Anthony Taylor, who's literally half his size. The worst bit was, from the start of it, Anthony Taylor feels the power and so starts trying to shell up and like grab him. But because Till's just so much bigger and stronger, Till would have definitely cut a little bit of weight to make 195, 100%. So Till's a bit bigger. He was just pushing him on the floor. He couldn't escape being outstrengthed and bullied. He licked anywhere. There was no way for him to escape it. It was like, and it was rubbish. So when we watched it, I thought, nice. This was a terrible fight. I was right. It was literally a terrible fight. But the events, they get a good crowd and they go off and they've got a sick deal with his own. And then when they have you got to think of Misfits as like a lesser matchroom in a different world. So them shows, Till versus Anthony Taylor, are not supposed to be sold out, because if you go to, like I said, Prograis versus fucking, what's it called? They're not sold out either. Catterall versus Barboza next month. That won't, I don't even know if that'll do the same as what the fucking Till fight, the Till fight, plus the Misfits fights, because it was Till and Fury. At first, the prices were through the roof. We paid like 80 odd quid for our tickets in the top tier. Oh, no, I'm lying, actually. We had bad tickets in the actual. We did have bad tickets in the bottom tier always, actually, when I'm saying that. No, we didn't. Because we had good tickets. We bought the good tickets, the gold thing, that's actually owned by Co-op, and then we bought shit ones, and when the thingy, we refunded them and got the thingy. What was the... No, I think it was maybe bottom tier. Anyway, it was terrible. And then there was UFC 311, but can I be asked to talk about it? I've been on here for an hour now. I can't believe... Mike, imagine if you'd not said no audio. I would never know in 4 minutes. What was people thinking I was doing? But to be fair, there was hardly anyone in it. It's hardly anyone now. 311. I already mentioned it on the last one. I think I actually did get into this a little bit, didn't I? About how much I love Mrab. And I fucking hate all the Dagestani wrestlers. So perfect for me. Makhachev. Why are people saying so? Khabib probably is the best, but I don't really know about BJ Penn. But Khabib's had, like, what did Khabib have? 2? I think is it not just like recency thing where Khabib had 2 title defenses? Was it Poirier and Gaethje title defenses? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? That's all he had. 2. So I know Makhachev's had 4, but I don't think Makhachev's are better than his either, because Poirier obviously shell of himself, Volkanovski moving up twice, and then short notice, and then fucking Moicano. So he's had 4, but I don't. Or was it matching Khabib? Was that matching Khabib's? How many did Khabib have in the end? Let me have a look. Why am I not just going on my phone and googling it? I don't think either of them are the best lightweights of all time, really. But then, like I said, it's probably my hatred taking over. How many titles how many fingers did Khabib have? Look at that. That's why when I use the finger, it's a bit grainy. Smash camera. You killed an hour for me here. I'm fucking babysitting. Yes, Mike. I didn't think it was going to last an hour. I just wanted to talk about Aitch and thing. Yeah, I still didn't finish the song. I will finish the song in a minute because I just love it. And then I'm going to go to the gym. I am actually going to go to the gym. And I'm going to walk Bobby. It's going to be a productive day today. And to be honest, never mind. I wasn't supposed to be doing anything actually else today. I was supposed to just be chilling. Oh, no, because he defended it against Fingy, didn't he? Of course. He defended it against McGregor. I forget that. So he defended it 3 times. McGregor, Poirier, and Gaethje back then. Fucking hell, what am I talking about? And McGregor, obviously we know what his life's like and everything, but so what? It's still McGregor, and it was before he lost to Poirier twice. Them 3 wins, McGregor, Poirier, and Gaethje, are well better than fucking Moicano, Moicano, Volkanovski twice, and fucking Poirier years later. Fucking hell, Poirier, what? 5 years later? Of course, all them wars later. No way. But even then, Makhachev's is a terrible run. And I don't think Khabib's is that good because in terms of being like one of the best fighters of all time, maybe the best lightweight. I don't know what BJ Penn was up to. I can't really look at his record, but I don't think Makhachev's not overdone Khabib. No way. And then what else happened on the card? Peyton Talbot. I like Peyton Talbot as well. Gutted about that. But it doesn't matter. He'll come again. He just needs to win like 2 in a row against shitheads, and then he'll get that back again. Because in MMA, people care a little bit because he'll be saying he's getting fraud check, but then 3 wins and no one's asked. But UFC 311, I thought UFC 311 was actually sick. Who else was on it? There was another one more talking point from UFC 311. What was it? See, that live chat the other day, I didn't talk about nothing. This has been well better. This has been good. Well, I tell you what, I'll play the rest of the tune, say the rest of my piece on Aitch and Central C, and then we'll get off. I've had the speaker turned off that long. It's not even fucking plugged in anymore. We are listening to this and getting my reaction to it because some of it's sick. See, people will say like the cousin thing's probably the deepest thing he says, but that's not really that bad. Jerry Hill, that was sick. I wanted Finger to win as well. Yes, Will. I wanted Hill to win as well, just because there's no story. I love Poatan and I love the Poatan story. So if he can beat Ankalaev, then we're in easy street for the next 2-3 fights. Because UFC, they couldn't be asked with the backlash of losing to Ankalaev. But they don't want Ankalaev to win. Why would they want? Of course, they don't want Ankalaev to win. They want Poatan to win, Pereira to win, obviously, and then if Hill beats Yuri, there's an easy one for Pereira the next time, and then it like goes on even further. Do you know what I mean? And then who knows? No, because I think if Jiri had lost to Hill, I don't think he'd have got back there. But who knows who can then maybe if Roundtree can beat someone, and then maybe if Roundtree beats Hill, and then someone else, he's back there for a rematch, and then it just prolongs the Pereira experience. Because I just love it. I love Pereira being this gangster at light heavyweight. So I didn't want Jiri to win, even though he's proper nice. He's a much nicer guy than Hill. My love for Pereira was so much that how mad is it that I wanted Adesanya to win that rematch and the first one, but I feel like that was because I can get massively bought emotionally, and I hated Adesanya before all that. I really did, and that was why when Luke Thomas, who I liked, was always massive on Adesanya, but obviously he got how good he was, but because I could never stand Adesanya who he was as a person and everything, and how he behaved and stuff. I never liked him, but then the Pereira story made me want him to get it back on this person who just terrorized him so much, and I loved it when he stopped him. And now I'm fans of both. I like Adesanya. Want him to be who's he fighting again? Imavov. I wanted him to beat DDP. Still champ of Jones, I suppose. Yeah, that's what they want. Will, I think they want Ankalaev, because then what Will said then. I need to read it. People said you don't read what people say, so you'll go, yeah, that's right, and then start talking about it. And everyone's like, what the fuck is right? Will says they're hoping Pereira is still champ after Jones and Aspinall if it happens. Yeah, I think that too, because or if he's still champ, you can do. And what happens then, Will, is if he's still champ and Jones starts playing silly buggers, which he probably will do, you can just go, all right, fuck off, Jones, we're sick of you. Jones is retired. Aspinall versus Pereira, the light heavyweight champion, because then you get another payday out of Pereira. Aspinall gets a massive win against a massive name. No one holds it against Pereira because it's Aspinall at fucking heavyweight. And then Pereira still goes down, still gets his pay-per-view points for the heavyweight fight, pay-per-view points for his light heavyweight fight. You get at least one more light heavyweight fight out of him, one more big light heavyweight payday out of him. And you get the Aspinall megastar because he beats Pereira. It doesn't matter how easy it will be for him, because the casuals don't care about that. He's just going to get him down and strangle the life out of him in maybe even a round, who knows. And you've got two suits. Still got Pereira's star doesn't dim at all. It's like, oh my God, he dared to be great, the first free-weight world champion. And Thingy doesn't dip at all either. Aspinall goes up even more, and then Aspinall can either rack up defenses or whatever, and while he's racking up defenses, he can be like, John, come out of retirement. Do you know what I mean? I've got the belt now, and John probably wouldn't. But if he did for crazy money, and then I always think as well with John, if he looks at his career, we all love him. Everyone loves John Jones. I wanted John Jones versus Stipe over the Aspinall fight purely because I love John Jones that much. I wanted John Jones to win. I don't want to watch Aspinall strangle Jones unless it's going to be on the terms where it also elevates Jones. If Jones retires, let's Aspinall fight Poatan for the heavyweight belt. Aspinall wins. Aspinall calls Jones out. Jones builds it, and then goes, right, I'm coming out of retirement to fight Aspinall for crazy record-breaking pay. Gets 20, 25. I know it's for boxers, it's not crazy record pay, but for UFC, 20, 25 million, even maybe because it's another year and he's retired, he gets 30 million, yeah? The UFC pay him out. The UFC are basically paying 30 million for Aspinall to be a megastar. Because if Aspinall beats fucking Pereira and then beats Jones, he's a megastar. Plus, Britain will get behind him. So then, even though he'll be fighting in America, he'll be too big to fight here, unless they did a Wembley show, which Dana would never do. But if you've got a country, every time you go back to that country fully is behind you. You seem a bigger star. That's why I don't understand why UFC don't do more things in places. But obviously, it's just they've got a machine that they just need to keep rolling on to get all the money. So they're paying the 25 million to basically cash out John. And if John just says at the end of the fight, listen, I was the best light heavyweight of all time. I am the best MMA fighter of all time. I don't care what anyone says. And we'll all agree, this guy is a fucking heavyweight. I was never a full-blown heavyweight. He's younger than me. I've had a lot of wars. I've been in a lot of fights. He's just the new age. And I would have fucking whipped his ass in my prime. C'est la vie. And we would all go, you would have whipped his ass in his prime. You're John Jones. Nice, you've passed the torch on. Who cares? You've already got a loss in your record anyway. It's not like if he was undefeated, I could see it differently. But he's already got a loss. So the two doesn't matter. No one will care. And he makes crazy money. Because listen, let me tell you, a lot of people, John Jones, as much as I like him, because I like a bit of controversy and I like how he fights and that. A lot of smarter men than John Jones earned a lot more money than John Jones and went skint. So John Jones would need to think retirement's a long time and he is a wild boy. Do you know what I mean? So he needs to fucking think about taking the Aspinall fight and getting more money sat in the bank that he can blow through. But anyway, we've been going for an hour and 3 minutes. This was supposed to just be a way of me recording my Aitch versus Central C thing, and it's ended up being one of my favourite live chats I think I've ever done. So yeah, I'm going to go to the gym now. Because this top, by the way, everyone, yeah. So I weighed myself after Christmas and I'd put on 16 pounds, but I knew a lot of that was just because I ate loads in December. Weighed myself yesterday and I was back down to 15.2. 15.2, right? If I'd have been 5 less, I'd have been in the 14s. Do you know what I mean? Which is perfect for me. And this top is a top that I wore on my last night in Ibiza, and it fits now. It's fine. It's a bit snugger than it was in Ibiza, but it's fine. It's fine. All the running, I've done 30K. Did I say this yesterday on the video? 30K in the last 3 days and swam 290, 212, 12. So that's 3,000 and 3,250 lengths. Oh my God, I put it wrong on my story on Instagram. 3,250 lengths I fucking swam in 3 days. Oh my God. I fucking undersold myself by bad maths. Yeah, that's what I've done. So I'm going to go to the gym. Bye, it's been a pleasure. See you later, everyone. Episode 32 in the books. First time.